and welcome to an exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan, your host, and I thought, for today's review, I thought we would go ahead and take you back to the 1960s, the early 60s, and take a look at a film from probably a studio I really want to get it into, and that's none other from the people at Hammer Studios. And yeah, I thought a good way to close out this month as we take a look at a movie released, like I said, this was released by Hammer Studios alongside Universal International's Captain Carnegie. I'm just gonna say that. I had it right, but I couldn't pronounce it. Captain Carnegie, aka Night Creatures. This is a horror film from during the Universal International's era alongside Hammer Studios. Now, before I go on the review, let's talk about the title of the film. In the UK, it was pronounced as Captain Carnegie. I'm just going to say Captain Carnegie. But when it came to America, it was pronounced as Night Creatures. But interesting fact, Walt Disney would do it under the wonderful Disney color known as the alias Dr. Sin, the alias Scarecrow Romney Marsh. That's their version. They made that in '64. But Universal was at first to tell this tale. Now they got away, let's talk about Night Creatures. And I'm going to call it Night Creatures because that title alone is the longest title. So, what did I think of Night Creatures? A great spooky movie. I thought this was more of a gothic horror movie, but this plays more like a gothic thriller. This was made in 1962. From what I know, the only two stars I know in this are Peter Cushing, who's a Hammer Horror regular, and Oliver Reed, also Hammer Horror regular. Now, Hammer was a studio that came from the United Kingdom, all the way in England. So this is that story. So it basically focuses on Peter Cushing. He plays a preacher. I'm going to put this down here. So put that right there for now. So he plays he plays a preacher. He's trying to figure out these something mysteriously going wrong. The movie starts with this elderly man running away from a bunch of skeletons. So he freaks out and he falls right into a lake. So he's running away, he gets spooked, and he falls right into a lake. So it turns out this man drowned from those creatures. So they're more like skeletons. I don't know. They look more like pajamas for some weird reason. The skeletons look like pajamas. So basically, then we get Oliver Reed, who is sort of like an investigator, and they don't know who this Scarecrow is. So then we come to Captain Carnegie. I don't even know who the actor played him, but he's basically they're trying to figure out who the Scarecrow is. Is it Captain Carnegie, or is it a Scarecrow? So the people are trying to find out what's going on. I want to say the revolutionary guys. This is set in the 1800s, so it's really, I don't really have much to say about that. So that's really the plot of it. So what do I think of the film? Really good. I think this is a really good, like I said, this is more of a gothic thriller. The cinematography is outstanding. Whenever it's like glow in the dark, and we see these like skeletons riding on horses in like some exterior shots, it's really gorgeous. Like, the lighting is incredible, but when they're up close, it kind of looks a little too goofy. So we get them, and there's a lot of things I like about the movie. It's very tragic near the end. It's very sort of like sad. It's very sad because you come to like these characters. So Oliver Reed's character gets taken by these soldiers. So they're trying to find out what this mark is, and he's got this like mark right there that's like bleeding. So he bandages up the mark. So the soldier's trying to figure out who it is, and Captain Karl Legee is trying to find out who this, if the guy's a scarecrow or if he's not real, something like that. So they're trying to find clues of that. So they unbandage it, and he sees the marks, and he gets his rear end kicked by the soldiers, and they take him away. They take the one guy. They're in a bar fight. They're fighting in a bar, and all of a sudden, the guards come and they take this man away. So they lock him in the dungeon. They find out him, and he's telling that I'm not revealing it. So they just beat the crap out of the guy, and he unbandages it, and you see a little like burnt mark. It looks more like a burnt mark, but it kind of looks more like a bite mark. So we get that, and it's really creative. And like I said, the set design's great, cinematography's awesome, lighting's amazing. Everything in this movie is just so good. Like I said, this is more of a gothic thriller than a horror, and I wasn't really scared, but I was like really entertained. I really like the idea, I really like these characters, and I feel like this is going to be a really, I think, to be honest, Hammer's going to get good. It's very, like I said, very chilling at times. Like when they're running in circles, when the skeletons that are on the horses are going in circles, and we see the soldiers right there, it's pretty freaky. It is. So all of a sudden, he runs, and they're doing that, and they're all freaked out, and then Oliver Reed's character just starts running away from the guards, and the guards are all freaked out over this. It's more of a spooky movie, but it's really, really good. Like I said, the fighting is good. There's a lot of really good not combat, but there's a lot of really good fight. The fight choreography is really good. That's what I meant to say. The fight choreography, I think, is really cool, and really proves to show you how much these old movies, though it can be dated, especially like I said before, the costumes for the skeletons don't really look like skeletons. They look like more like people in pajamas. They look more pajamas. I don't know if it's a costume. Clue me in if that was, but when the shots are like far away and it's like that neon blue tint, when the galloping that, it's wow. Talk about incredible lighting. That alone gets top notch. And for 1962, that's pretty revolutionary. But like I said, I didn't cover much movies from that Universal Internationals. I had a movie before that I was going to review from that era, but I figured let's get a Hammer horror movie out of the way. Now I'm going to plan to cover 3 more, and I'm going to save the rest for October. So be on the lookout. That's kind of the hint. Be on the lookout for October. I'm definitely going to be doing spooky movies, and Hammer will definitely be on that list. So I don't want to give much away. I hope I didn't really spoil it, but that's really what it is. It's a pretty sad ending. The ending is not, it's not a sort of happily ever after ending, but like I said, it's good for what it is, and it's very revolutionary. So, is there anything I don't like? Like I said, so the costumes on the skeletons, if I could say one negative, it's the outfits and the skeletons and whatnot. So anyways, yeah, that's really all I have to say. It's an incredible, it's a near masterpiece, and I definitely say if you like these gothic tales based on this 18th century story, you're definitely going to like Night Creatures. So that's all I really have to say. So yeah, oh, before then, the performances are good. Peter Cushing's great, Oliver Reed's great, all the performances are good, so I want to get that out of the way. So yeah, I'm going to give Night Creatures a 4 out of 5. I would give this a 5 out of 5 if the costumes on the skeletons were more believable. But yeah, as it stands, it's a 4 out of 5, guys. If you have not seen Night Creatures, give this one a watch. It's definitely a movie I'm going to watch like a couple years down the road. I'm definitely going to put this around Halloween time. I think this is a great start to what I believe is going to be a fun year of good old Hammer. So yeah, that's Night Creatures. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content of the channel, you can like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell so you get all of the notifications of what videos I put up, what reviews I put up. I'm on Letterboxd, guys, so you guys can go that. I'm on Letterboxd, and you guys can go check me out if you want to. I linked my YouTube page on my Letterboxd. I use my Letterboxd to link my YouTube page. So yeah, it kind of sounds complicating, but yeah, go check out Night Creatures. That's really all I have to say about this movie. And yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.